Hello students, today's video is on introduction to androgens, that is what are androgens. We will talk about androgens produced in the body, and further we will classify androgens as natural and synthetic androgens. So androgen is a Greek word, it means men. Androgens are male sex hormones, and testosterone is the principal androgen in men. Testosterone is known as androgenic anabolic steroid, and its androgenic actions include, for example, development of male sex organs and development of secondary sexual characters like growth of sexual hairs, deepening of voice at puberty in males, while testosterone anabolic actions promote growth of skeletal muscles and bones and also increased erythropoiesis, and testosterone secretion is much greater in men compared to women. Now let's classify androgens. Androgens are classified as natural androgens and synthetic androgens. So now let's first talk about the natural androgens. Now, as discussed earlier, testosterone is a principal androgen in men, and testes produces testosterone, and testosterone accounts for 95% of the total androgens in the men, and testes produces about 5 to 12 milligram of testosterone daily, and testosterone is secreted by the Leydig cells, and these Leydig cells are located in the interstitium of the testes between the seminiferous tubules. Now, apart from the testes, other minor sources of weak androgens is the adrenal gland. Now, the adrenal cortex produces two weak androgens, namely dihydroepiandrosterone and androstenedione. Now, these account for 5% of total androgens in men, and these are in fact inactive, and they exhibit their weak androgenic activity on partial conversion to testosterone in the peripheral tissues. Now, in women also as in men, there are two natural sources of androgens, namely ovaries and the adrenal cortex. Now, small amount of testosterone is produced by corpus luteum in the ovaries and also by the adrenal cortex. Now, however, in contrast to men, where 5 to 12 milligram of testosterone is produced daily, in women, total testosterone amounts to only 0.25 to 0.5 milligram per day, and therefore plasma levels of testosterone in adult male ranges from zero point 0.3 to 1 microgram per deciliter, whereas in women it's only 20 to 60 nanogram per deciliter. So this is in brief about natural androgens which are produced by the testes and the adrenal cortex. Now, before proceeding to the classification of synthetic androgens, let's talk about certain important pharmacokinetic parameters of testosterone, the principal androgen in men. Now, talking about the pharmacokinetics, 98% of testosterone remains bound to sex hormone binding globulin and albumin. Now, this bound testosterone remains unavailable for action. Now, free testosterone produces pharmacological action. Talking about the metabolism, testosterone metabolizes to two bioactive metabolites, namely dihydrotestosterone and estradiol, and therefore testosterone along with dihydrotestosterone and estradiol produce androgenic action. Now, the bulk of testosterone undergoes inactivation in the liver by hepatic phase 1 and phase 2 metabolism to inactive metabolites, and these inactive metabolites, they are excreted in urine. Now, because of this rapid hepatic metabolism, testosterone has a very short half-life of around 10 to 20 minutes, and it's inactive orally and exhibits very short duration of action on intramuscular administration. Now, after natural androgens, let's talk about synthetic androgens. Now, testosterone derivatives have been developed to enhance intrinsic androgenic potency, prolong duration of action, and also to improve oral bioavailability of testosterone. Now, first type of synthetic androgens are alkylated androgens, and these are 17 alkyl substituted derivatives of testosterone. For example, methyl testosterone, fluoxymasterone, then oxandrolone, stanozolol, danozol, etc. Now, these alkylated androgens are water soluble and thus they are administered orally. And these are less androgenic than testosterone and thus they exhibit subandrogenic action. Now, major disadvantage of these compounds is this, that they are hepatotoxic and they can cause cholestatic jaundice. Now, some alkylated androgens like stanozolol, it shows greater anabolic effect and lesser androgenic effect. Now, alkylated androgens, now especially when they are administered in the large amount, they may reduce HDL and increase the LDL, not suitable for cardiac patients. Now, second type of synthetic androgens are the 17 beta esterified derivatives of testosterone. For example, testosterone undecanoate, testosterone enanthate, then testosterone cypionate. Now, these are lipid soluble. These are lipid soluble esters of testosterone suitable for intramuscular injection in oily vehicle, and some of these are absorbed very slowly and they exert prolonged effect. And these possess little or no potential of hepatotoxicity. Now, other orally active compounds are testosterone undecanoate. Now, when dissolved in oil and ingested orally, it's absorbed into lymphatic circulation and it bypasses its hepatic catabolism. Now, apart from this, as discussed earlier, it can also be administered by intramuscular route and it's not hepatotoxic. Then another orally active compound is the mastrolone. It is a derivative of dihydrotestosterone. It's also orally active and it shows little or no potential of hepatotoxicity. Now, a fourth type of synthetic androgens are the derivatives of 19 nor testosterone, for example, nandrolone, nandrolone phenyl propionate. So, this is in brief on introduction to and classification of natural and synthetic androgens. If you find the video useful, kindly like, subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching this video.